Mexico has all of these great fisheries, but one thing that I haven't done in Mexico is the flats fishing. And on the Caribbean side, in the Yucatan, Mexico offers some of the best shallow water flats fishing in the world. Mexico is one of those places that has a little bit of everything to offer for every angler. It's a place I keep going back to.
All right, boys.
For me, Mexico has become a place that I can go and catch marlin, I can catch tuna, I catch wahoo, I catch dolphin. It has an incredible grouper fishery, the Sea of Cortez, casting to the rocks for the cabrilla. The opportunities for fishing in Mexico are really endless. One of the things about Mexico, it is incredibly diverse as a fishery. Not only does it have incredible offshore fishing and reefishing opportunities, but it also has some of the best flats fishing opportunities in the entire Caribbean. And now I find myself here in Ascension Bay, arguably the permit capital of the world. The Yucatan of Mexico is arguably some of the best flats fishing in the world, and Ascension Bay is kind of the heart of it all. Bonefish, permit, tarpon, and snook flourish in the environments that are up and down the Caribbean side. That's the Royal Slam. There are very few places that you can go and have the opportunity in a single day to catch all four of those species. Punta Allen, right here. We're staying at Las Pescadoras. Some friends of mine, LG introduced me to, have this beautiful little lodge here. And you can see our conditions are a little tough. It's blowing hard, but that's the way it goes in the Caribbean. So we're gonna go spend some time out on the flats, hopefully sight casting to the Big Four. I'm pretty excited about it. Nice thing about it is they have everything from schools, literally of 100+ fish that are a little bit smaller, to the big singles and pairs. I even heard Jose mention that he got a 55-pound permit on fly. I mean, how often does something like that happen? That's insane. This trip was really intriguing to me. There are two characters there, Lily and Jose. They've met and married. Lily is actually from North Carolina, and now with Jose, have a fishing lodge together just south of Punta Allen. And Jose is considered the best permit guide in all of Mexico. Hey, Lily.
Hey, you all set?
I'm excited we get to go do this together.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah?
I don't get to fish very much anymore.
I know, that's
all
what
work,
lodge life is,
yeah.
right?
Careful what you wish for, right?
The two of them have set up a really unique lodging and fishing experience right on the beach, just north of Ascension Bay and south of Punta Allen. So there are only so many boats allowed in Ascension Bay, because this is a park actually, right?
It's a reserve.
A reserve.
It's a reserve. So actually, if it was a national park here in Mexico, we wouldn't even be able to fish. But a reserve, they control the activities, but you can still do them. If it was a national park, you could only come here to bird watch and see dolphins and manatees and stuff. You wouldn't even be able to fish.
Ascension Bay is arguably a better fishery now than it was 15 or 20 years ago. It's not easy to find places like that.
Okay, so this is the ticket to the reserve, the entrance.
Okay, and we need to wear these for the week.
Yeah.
Since the government implemented new regulations in this reserve and put a net ban in place, this fishery has flourished. All right,
Okay.
Vamonos. Good thing the wind's not blowing today. I'm
Howling.
cross our fingers that we get a little bit more better weather.
The Obsession of Carter Andrews is brought to you by Yeti Coolers, built for the wild. Nissan, innovation that excites. Mercury Marine, go boldly. Yozuri, fish the best. Costa, see what's out there. And by Shimano.
So here's one, the lobster casitas. There's lobster with eggs on them all year round. Yeah.
All year. Okay. What really makes this a healthy fishery is the complete ecosystem. This reserve encompasses the reef system out front, all of that habitat between the reef and the mainland and barrier islands, all the mangroves around the islands, and then this body of water, Ascension Bay. So pretty much like permit fishing in a lot of other places, the Keys or whatnot, we could see a single fish, we see a pair, or even small groups of them.
Yep.
As an angler, I'm very aware what's going on around me whenever I'm fishing. But in a new place, I'm absorbing it all as fast as I can so that I can help assess situations and see what's going on. You know, we've got pretty heavy winds, so we've run all the way across Ascension Bay. We've got a little bit of lee on this side. We're fishing down a nice little bar, a little bit of rock. We'll see. This is definitely permit grounds. The permit live in a little bit different water than the bonefish, typically a little bit deeper water. That rocky bottom.
No, they're right here. See them? Right next to us.
To the left more? Right there.
Yeah?
Right there.
Oh, they're right underneath us.
There you go.
Oh!
Right back in.
Damn it.
That's all right, you're gonna get another one. They're all much shorter.
They're coming at us.
They're under your line. Right there flashing. Got him. Nice job, Lily.
About wrap my hand there.
Keep it high out of the rocks. There you go. Now you got him. Beautiful. Well done. Starting out the morning with a bonefish. Beautiful. A little bit more for me. The channels between the islands, that's really what creates the perfect environment for all of these species. The bonefish, the permit, tarpon, snook, sharks, barracudas, jacks. Permit are pretty particular in the types of bottom they like to feed on. A little bit of current is also a good thing. And, you know, if you're spending half your day looking for bonefish in shallower water or tarpon and snook along the mangroves, you're gonna miss the opportunities that you need to catch the permit.
There we go.
Huh?
Boney Maroney.
Having a good guide just makes it easy. I think I got a little baby ones. I see a couple nice ones in there.
Yeah. Get it, get it, get it before the shark get it.
Oh boy. Lily, I think yours is a little bigger.
Right.
When you've got that many in a school, it's a little hard to get the one. You know, permit are already a very difficult fish to catch on the flats and with the fly rod. So you really kind of need everything to be going your way.
Woo, here we go back to the wind.
Weather and wind, something that we can't control, is a pretty big issue. But you know what else is in a little bit deeper water on that rocky bottom? Jacks.
There's usually a big school of jacks on this other bank of this channel here.
So we may be permit fishing, but I'm always prepared with a spinning rod for one of those other species.
Hey, what is it?
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm thinking it's a big jack. I don't see any other ones with him. It ain't my twitch bait. Big jack crevalle.
Nice.
I saw him for a second.
Yeah, I saw him too. Like the boat.
Well, this is a Louisiana jack crevalle right there, buddy. Swam all the way down here to Mexico. I'm starting to see and understand why Ascension Bay has the potential that it has. Everything's here. Big jack crevalle, tough conditions. It kind of looks like a permit, but only a little different.
And more willing today.
More willing, right?
And more willing. I'll take that any day. But especially today when the fish are.
See the permit? See him? I'm pretty sure that was a permit. I saw black something.
Yeah. Go away, clouds.
A little bit of wind to create some chop on the water and kind of mask your approach is good, but sustained 30 is not good. Cloud cover, well, when you've got clouds, you really can't see in the water and see the fish well enough. Not perfect for permit fishing. I saw him. Good eye.
Just a few seconds of sun and big push.
Good eye.
They're here. It's gonna be brutal seeing them today.
That's 2 fish this morning, and it's not even 9:30. I'm feeling pretty good, Lily. I mean, even under these conditions, no light, lots of wind, but Ascension Bay has permit.
Gotta trust your guide. He knows where they are.
Yes,
What's the #1 rule of fishing?
trust your guide. All that time at Crooked Island, people were always complaining about the wind. We had some really good wade fishing stuff there, but it's windy. I mean, it's the Bahamas. It's windy all the time.
I learned to fly fish here. So, I mean, I learned straight up, going straight into the double haul, straight into casting into the wind. It was nice to learn here with Jose, because when he taught me to fish, we weren't a couple. And he was patient and forgiving.
After spending a little bit of time with Lily, I'm realizing and I'm seeing a lot of direct parallels to my life.
Where were you working with Heidi?
In Idaho, at a place called the Lodge at Palisades Creek on the South Fork of the Snake. You know, that's kind of interesting that you and Jose met each other at a fishing lodge and you were his boss. Well, Heidi and I met at a fishing lodge and she was my boss. You know, here's a woman that's moved down from the States to an incredibly fishy area and met somebody and, you know, developed a life and have children and still has this incredible passion for fishing.
So when I came to work here, I had no idea what I was getting into. You know, I'd heard stories, but until you get there, you don't realize how remote it is, you know, or here, everything that we take for granted at home, water out of the tap you take for granted at home, it's always there. The electricity's always on, unless there's a major storm or something. And here, the town power's on for 10 hours a day. They pump water for a couple hours in the morning, a couple hours in the afternoon, so you gotta be way more aware of all the utilities and plan your day around that.
Lily, it was really similar when I first moved to Crooked Island. We had no electricity on the island, only our generator, you know, same thing that y'all go through here. Being able to share an experience like that with, you know, somebody that you love and raising family in that environment, that's pretty special.
You gotta be careful, you get bored, get distracted, and then the fish show up closer than you'd like them to be, right?
No, we're talking about catching a fish that's probably the most difficult fish to catch on the flats. Definitely the most difficult fish to catch with a fly on the flats.
60 feet.
I'm looking at...
Moving right to left.
I see him. Big fish too.
Okay, you can reach that mark. So like you big in front. Right now.
The wind is... forgot to tell you to practice your cast into 25 knots.
There's no rhyme or reason why they eat or why they don't eat. I mean, sure, a good presentation and the right strip and the right fly, you would think would get you an eat.
Right down there, right? I see him.
Carter just got a really good shot. Fish turned and flipped a bunch of water and came after it, came right up with the boat, but we're moving, the boat's moving towards the fish, and so got to strip super fast.
Give me a bonefish, and it's pretty good chance that you're going to get that bonefish to eat. A permit, you may cast a 3 permit. You may cast a 10 permit before you get them to eat.
Okay, so in the dark spot, way on the other side of the light spot. Yeah,
I see him.
It's a fish that has a giant eye. You can actually watch him look at your fly. Throw a live crab in front of a permit, and you've got him almost every time. You throw a crab fly that's tied out of chicken feathers and some rubber legs, it doesn't always go well.
I have him tracking that shrimp fly. Don't get him to eat it. Change to the crab fly. 2 casts, I had him follow it. Oh, Lily.
That's permit fishing.
That's pretty exciting, though.
That's what people come back for. The abuse.
The Obsession of Carter Andrews is brought to you by CV Boats, Lead the Way, Cuda Fishing Tools, Fierce, Tough, Proven, Ray Marine, Simply Superior, Traeger Wood-Fired Grills, Taste the wood-fired difference, Power Pole, Shallow Water Anchors, and by TH Marine. Additional support provided by the following brands.
You get your first permit here on fly. You eat a scorpion that they caught out of the wood pile, but it's been soaking in tequila for a little while. It won't be my first permit on fly, but I'm committed to eating this guy right here. You see this? I'm gonna eat him tomorrow after I catch a permit. Permit fishing on fly has become known as probably the most challenging fly fishing situation there is. So you've got to be optimistic. You've always got to believe. You can prevail.
You think I need a light-eyed fly, or can I use those heavier eyes?
I like the mud that the heavy eyes make.
One of the really great things about fly fishing is it can look so beautiful. But let me tell you something, when it's blowing 30 out, you're not looking for a beautiful cast. What you're really looking for is just getting the fly to the fish under those conditions.
Got him. You want me to just put a cast in there?
Wait, cloud.
Right there.
One thing that I've learned about the Caribbean is that the wind blows, and there's no exception here. Some weeks it's gonna blow and some weeks it's gonna not. But I'm here now, and we're gonna make the best of it.
They're here.
I got a little antsy.
Gotta work out the jitters.
This wind is just unbelievable. It doesn't want to stop.
¿Es una cola o un palo? Es un palo. 1 o'clock?
See the dark spot?
You see that? Yeah. ¿Lo viste? Ya se sumió. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, big tail.
Are you seeing that, man?
Big tail.
Every opportunity that you have to cast to a permit is a different scenario. Which direction the wind's coming from, what angle the boat is, the depth of water the permit's in.
It's
How many
150
feet?
feet, and it's just off the bow to the right, coming up at us.
See it? It's just a black spot. There you go. Oh, yeah, gonna tail. Ha ha.
They're incredibly attuned to their environment. They have a huge eye They see everything really, really well, and they have a sense of smell. I can't believe that. Nice guiding, Miguel. Really, really good guiding, buddy. I see the potential here in Ascension Bay and now understand why this is arguably the permit fishing capital of the world. There are a lot of fly anglers out there that are dedicated to permit fishing, and they may make a couple trips never catching a permit.
Yeah!
Nice bite. Great bite.
Woo! Woo!
Now that's a cuda. Now this is what I call windy day fishing right here.
Hell yeah.
Pick up the spinning rod and get it to them.
You know, the permit fishing might not have worked out quite the way I wanted it to, but I plan to have a couple more days here at La Pescadora and getting to know the other half of this family, and that's Jose. We've got some ideas, we've got a little bit of a plan, and I'm on to my next adventure.